it's so special. They make me more and more special.
Eala just shocked the tennis world. The young Filipino sensation.
4 hours to live. But 7 years later, conjoined twins Callie and Carter Torres.
Shocking miracle. Tennis star Eala saves conjoined twins hours before facing Venus Williams. The truth revealed. Welcome back to Champions Tennisitics, where we don't just serve aces, we serve the truth. And today we have a story so incredible, so heart-stopping, that it sounds like something straight out of a Hollywood movie script. But for one rising tennis superstar, this is real life. We are talking about the pride of the Philippines, the tennis sensation who just broke into the WTA Top 50, Alexandra Eala, and what happened in Texas has left the entire sports world in absolute disbelief. Breaking news coming out of Texas just minutes ago has shocked everyone. While most 20-year-olds are focused on their next match or their Instagram feed, Eala was secretly orchestrating a miracle. We have just received confirmation that Alex has single-handedly funded the separation surgery of conjoined twin girls in a high-risk operation that doctors called impossible. But that's not even the craziest part. Alex didn't just write a check and walk away. Oh no, she was there, in the hospital, and what happened in that operating room has left surgeons, nurses, and the twins' mother completely stunned. During the critical final stage of the separation, an unexpected incident occurred, a complication that threatened to end it all. And just when hope was fading, Eala did something that no one, and I mean no one, saw coming. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you will know exactly what Alex did to shock the world, and why her upcoming match against a tennis legend just got a whole lot more emotional. This is Champions Tennisitics. Let's get into it. Let's rewind the clock. Fresh off her historic 2025 season, where she finally captured that elusive Southeast... She was supposed to be prepping for the 2026 Australian Open, but sources close to her camp revealed that Alex made a quiet, unpublicized detour to a specialist hospital in Texas. Why Texas? Because that's where she met two little angels, twin sisters born conjoined at the chest. Their mother, a single parent struggling to make ends meet, had been turned away by 3 different hospitals. The surgery was too expensive, too risky, and frankly, too complex. Enter Eala. After meeting the family and seeing the desperate look in the mother's eyes, Alex didn't hesitate. In a move that defines champion far better than any trophy ever could, Alex allocated a massive chunk of her hard-earned prize money, funds she had battled for on courts from Manila to Miami, to personally sponsor the operation. We're talking about the kind of money most players save for their own coaching teams or travel expenses. Alex gave it all to save 2 lives she had only just met. The surgery was scheduled immediately. It was a marathon procedure, expected to last over 18 hours. The atmosphere in the waiting room was tense. The mother was pacing, praying, holding on to a signed tennis ball Alex had given her for luck. But inside the operating room, things were taking a terrifying turn. Midway through the separation of the liver, a notoriously delicate phase, the vitals of one of the twins began to crash. The lead surgeon froze. The equipment was blaring alarms. It was chaos. The medical team needed a specific, rare blood type for an emergency transfusion, and the hospital's supply was critically low due to a logistical error. This is where the story gets absolutely wild. Eala, who was waiting in a private recovery suite nearby, heard the commotion. She didn't wait for security. She didn't wait for permission. She marched right up to the surgical coordinator. As it turns out, Alex is a universal donor match for the specific blood profile needed. Without a second thought for her own physical condition, remember, this is an elite athlete days away from a professional tournament. She rolled up her sleeve. She looked the doctor in the eye and said, "Take what you need. Just save them." The room went silent. A professional athlete donating blood right before a major season opener? It's unheard of. It's risky. It could ruin her stamina, her recovery, her entire Australian Open campaign. But Alex didn't care about the rankings. She cared about those little girls. The transfusion was successful. The twins were stabilized. The surgery proceeded. When the lead surgeon finally walked out hours later to tell the mother that her daughters were separated and sleeping independently for the first time in their lives, he didn't take the credit. He pointed to the young woman sleeping in the corner of the waiting room, exhausted, with a bandage on her arm. That, the doctor said, is the reason your daughters are alive today. Now, wipe those tears away, because the story doesn't end in Texas. In fact, it's just beginning. Because Eala isn't just a hero in a hospital gown, she is a warrior in a tennis skirt. And she has barely had time to recover before jumping on a plane to New Zealand for one of the biggest showdowns of her career. That's right. While the world is still processing her act of kindness, Alex has touched down in Auckland for the 2026 ASB Classic. And if you thought the drama in the operating room was high stakes, wait until you see the draw she has been handed. The tennis gods have not been easy on our golden girl. They have thrown her into the fire immediately. Alex isn't just playing anyone. She is playing legends, veterans, and rising stars all at once. This tournament is her warm-up for the Australian Open, but looking at this schedule, it feels more like a Grand Slam final. Alex is competing in both the singles and the doubles draws. Most players would take it easy after donating blood and saving lives, but not Alex. She is hungry. She is coming off a season where she broke the top 100, cracked the top 50, and finally brought that gold medal home to the Philippines. She has momentum, but does she have the energy left? Get your popcorn ready, folks, because Monday morning is going to be explosive. January 5th, 8:50 in the morning, mark your calendars. Set your alarms. Do not miss this. Eala is teaming up with the American teenage sensation, Vekic.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Could I get a picture too?
Sure.
I was at the lodge with you.
Oh my god, dude! Wait, what was your name again?
Nadia.
Oh my.
Now, for those of you sleeping under a rock, Vekic is a firecracker. She's only 18, ranked world number 35, and fresh off her own title win in Guadalajara. Together, Eala and Vekic represent the future of women's tennis, young, fast, aggressive, and fearless. But who are they playing? This is where jaw drops happen. They are facing the queen herself, the legend, the 7-time Grand Slam champion, Venus Williams. That is not a typo. Eala, at 20 years old, is stepping onto the court to face a woman who has won 14 Grand Slam doubles titles. Venus is 45 years old, but do not let the age fool you. She is tennis royalty, and she's not coming alone. Venus is partnering with the Ukrainian powerhouse, Eala Svitolina, a former world number 3 and one of the grittiest fighters on tour. This isn't just a match, it's a generational collision. Think about the narrative here. You have Venus Williams, the icon who paved the way for power tennis, standing across the net from Eala, the young Filipino star carrying the hopes of an entire nation. It's the old guard versus the new wave. Eala and Vekic are unseeded, but they are dangerous. Vekic has the power, and Eala has that lefty spin that drives opponents crazy. But Svitolina and Venus? They have experience that you cannot buy. Venus has been playing professional tennis longer than Alex, and Iva have been alive combined. Can you imagine the pressure? Alex just funded a surgery, saved a life, flew across the Pacific, and now she has to return serve against Venus Williams? If she pulls this off, we are looking at the greatest start to a season in history. The match is scheduled for the round of 16. It's happening roughly 2 hours after Alex's singles warm-up, so fatigue will be a major factor. Will the emotional toll of the Texas surgery weigh her down? Or will that miracle energy propel her to slay a giant? But wait, there is more. If surviving Venus Williams wasn't enough, Alex has a singles battle that is arguably even tougher. January 6th, 6 in the morning, the singles round of 32. Eala, currently sitting pretty at a career-high ranking of number 53, is set to face Croatia's Donna Vekic. Now, let's talk about Donna Vekic.
As I reflect on 2025, I'm very grateful that I managed to stay healthy the whole year without any serious injuries. And as 2025 comes to an end, I'm already starting to set goals for 2026, with one of the main goals being to be able to stay healthy throughout the year.
She is currently ranked number 69, which might make you think, oh, Alex is ranked higher, this should be a win. Wrong. Do not look at the current ranking, look at the pedigree. Donna Vekic is a former top 20 player. She reached a career high of number 17 in the world. She is a silver medalist from the Paris Olympics. She has been to the quarterfinals of the Australian Open and the semifinals of Wimbledon. This woman hits the ball hard and flat. She is a grass court specialist who loves fast, hard courts, exactly like the ones in Auckland. This is a dangerous first-round match. Vekic is looking to bounce back after a roller coaster year. She is experienced, she is hungry, and she has beaten top 10 players before. But here is why you should bet on Alex. Eala is coming into 2026 with a different aura. We saw it in late 2025. Something clicked. Breaking the top 100 was the hurdle, but breaking the top 50 was the statement. She is no longer the junior champion. She is a tour-level threat. Her forehand has more bite. Her serve placement has improved. And mentally, she just proved she has the heart of a lioness by what she did in that hospital in Texas. If Alex can move Vekic around, use her lefty cross-court forehand to expose Vekic's movement, she can win this. But if she leaves the ball short, Vekic will crush it. This match is a litmus test. If Alex beats a veteran like Vekic in the first round of the year, it sends a message to the locker room. The Filipina is here to stay. Why is everyone making such a big deal about this ASB Classic? It's just a 250 tournament, right? Wrong. This is the launch pad. Remember what happened in 2025? Alex Eala made history. She became the first Filipina to win a WTA 125 title. She ended a 26-year drought for the Philippines by winning the SEA Games gold medal in Thailand, destroying the competition without dropping a set. She proved she can handle the pressure of representing her flag. But 2026 is different. 2026 is about the Grand Slams. Alex is no longer fighting through qualifying rounds in the ring. Her ranking of number 53 means she is getting direct entry into the main draws. That changes everything. She can plan her schedule. She can rest. She can pick her battles. The ASB Classic in Auckland is the perfect testing ground. It's windy, it's fast, and the crowd is knowledgeable. If she can make a deep run here, maybe a quarterfinal or a semifinal, she heads into the Australian Open with massive confidence. And let's not forget the financial aspect. Tennis is expensive. Alex just donated a huge portion of her funds to the Twins in Texas. She needs to win. She needs that prize money to replenish her team's budget for the season. The stakes are personal now. Every forehand winner is $1 back in the bank. Every ace is validation that her sacrifice was worth it. The tennis calendar doesn't stop for anyone, and Alex knows this better than most. The grind of professional tennis is relentless, with players constantly traveling from tournament to tournament, managing injuries, working with coaches, and maintaining peak physical condition. For a player ranked in the 50s, every match matters. Every ranking point can make the difference between direct entry into a Grand Slam or having to fight through qualifying rounds. Social media is already melting down. The hashtag #AlexEalaMiracle is trending in the Philippines, the US, and New Zealand. Fans are calling her Saint Alex. One tweet read, "I used to watch Alex for her backhand. Now I watch her because she has the biggest heart in sports." Another fan posted, "Venus Williams is a legend, but Alex Eala is a superhero. Good luck stopping her." Even the tennis community is buzzing. Commentators are scrambling to confirm the details of the surgery story, realizing that this young woman is operating on a level of maturity far beyond her 20 years. But there are doubters, too. There are always doubters. Critics are saying she made a mistake. They are saying, you can't give blood and expect to beat Donna Vekic 48 hours later. They are saying she's distracted. They are saying she should have focused on her career first. To them, I say this, you don't know Alex Eala. You don't know the girl who spent years at the Rafa Nadal Academy, grinding in the Spanish heat while her friends were at prom. You don't know the girl who carried the Philippine flag on her back when the pressure was suffocating. She thrives on the impossible. If she steps onto that court on Monday and Tuesday, exhausted but determined, she will be dangerous. A player with a purpose is always more terrifying than a player who is just there for a paycheck. Alex isn't playing for herself anymore. She's playing for those twins. She's playing for the doctors who said it couldn't be done. She's playing for every young athlete in the Philippines who dreams of making it on the world stage. The pressure is immense, but so is the motivation. Let's talk about what this means for Philippine tennis as a whole. Alex Eala's rise has been nothing short of extraordinary for a nation that has long struggled to produce tennis champions at the highest level. The Philippines has a rich sporting tradition, with boxing, basketball, and other sports dominating the national consciousness. But tennis has always been viewed as an elite sport, expensive and difficult to access for most Filipino families. Alex is changing that narrative. Every time she steps on court, she's inspiring thousands of young Filipino kids to pick up a racket. Every win she records is proof that with dedication, sacrifice, and the right support system, anything is possible.
What tournament has the best ball kids?
Rolling cameras. AC Classic.
Okay, yes, that's what we were looking for. Hardest part about being a ball
Her journey from the junior circuit to breaking into the WTA top 50 has been remarkable. Training at the Rafa Nadal Academy in Spain from a young age, Alex has developed a game that combines European clay court patience with aggressive baseline hitting. Her left-handed serve is a weapon that can disrupt opponents' rhythm, and her ability to construct points has improved dramatically over the past year. But beyond the technical aspects of her game, it's her mental toughness that sets her apart. She's played through injuries, battled through qualifying rounds, and dealt with the enormous pressure of representing an entire nation. And now, she's adding humanitarian hero to her resume. The timing of this Texas miracle couldn't be more dramatic. As the tennis world prepares for the Australian summer swing, one of the most important stretches of the tennis calendar, Alex finds herself in the headlines for reasons that transcend sport. The Australian Open, the first Grand Slam of the year, is where careers can be made or broken. A strong showing in Melbourne can set the tone for an entire season. Players who make deep runs in January often carry that confidence and momentum through the rest of the year. Alex knows this, and that's why the ASB Classic in Auckland is so crucial. It's her final chance to fine-tune her game, test herself against quality opposition, and build match fitness before the pressure cooker of a Grand Slam. So what's the verdict? Can she survive this brutal schedule? Let's make some predictions. For the doubles match against Venus Williams and Elina Svitolina, facing Venus is intimidating, but let's be honest, Venus is 45. Her movement isn't what it used to be. If Alex and Iva Jovic can keep the rallies long, move Venus side to side, and keep the ball away from Svitolina at the net, they have a real shot. I'm calling it. Eala and Jovic in a 3-set thriller. They will win it in the super tiebreak. The youth will outlast the experience. Venus may have the championship pedigree, but Father Time is undefeated, and in a format as unpredictable as doubles, anything can happen. For the singles match against Donna Vekic, this is the tough one. Vekic is a heavy hitter. If Alex is physically drained from the donation and the travel, Vekic could blow her off the court in straight sets. However, if Alex finds her rhythm early, if she gets that lefty serve swinging out wide, she wins. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I predict Alex Eala wins in 3 sets, coming back from a set down. Why? Because you don't save 2 lives on Sunday and lose a tennis match on Tuesday. The universe doesn't work that way. There's something about athletes who compete with a higher purpose, who play for something bigger than themselves. They find reserves of energy and determination that science can't explain. Alex will be running on adrenaline, emotion, and pure heart. That combination can be lethal on a tennis court. What makes this story even more compelling is the broader context of women's tennis right now. The sport is in a fascinating transition period. The dominance of players like Serena Williams is over, and while champions like Iga Swiatek and Aryna Sabalenka have emerged, the tour is more open than it's been in years. This creates opportunities for players like Alex Eala. If she can stay healthy, continue developing her game, and maintain the mental fortitude she's displaying, there's no reason she can't break into the top 30 or even the top 20 in the coming years. The path is there, the talent is undeniable, and now the world is watching. The parallels between her humanitarian work and her tennis career are striking. Both require courage, both demand sacrifice, and both involve facing seemingly insurmountable odds. When doctors said the twins couldn't be separated, Alex found a way to make it happen. When critics said she couldn't break into the top 50, she proved them wrong. When people questioned whether she could represent the Philippines at the highest level, she delivered a gold medal. This pattern of defying expectations is becoming her trademark, and it's what makes her such a compelling figure in world sport. Let's also acknowledge the support system around her. Behind every great athlete is a team of dedicated professionals, family members, and friends who make sacrifices to support their dreams. Alex's parents made the difficult decision to send her to Spain as a teenager, knowing it was the best path for her development, but also knowing they would miss out on years of watching their daughter grow up. Her coaches have worked tirelessly to refine her technique and build her physical conditioning. Her sponsors have provided the financial backing necessary to compete on the global tour. All of these people are part of this story, part of this miracle, and they deserve recognition for their role in her success. The medical team in Texas deserves credit too. Separating conjoined twins is one of the most complex procedures in modern medicine. It requires months of planning, a multidisciplinary team of specialists, and nerves of steel when complications arise. The fact that they allowed Alex to donate blood on the spot, recognizing the urgency of the situation and the compatibility of her blood type, shows both their flexibility and their commitment to saving those children. In a healthcare system often criticized for bureaucracy and inflexibility, this hospital staff made a split-second decision that saved lives. They are heroes too, and their collaboration with Alex is a testament to what humanity can achieve when compassion and expertise come together. This is it, guys. We are witnessing the rise of a global icon, not just a tennis player, but a human being who understands the responsibility of her platform. Eala is in Auckland. The draw is set. The surgery was a success. The stage is lit. Monday, January 5th against Venus Williams. Tuesday, January 6th against Donna Vekic. 2 matches. 2 days. One incredible story. Make sure you are following every second of this. We will be here covering it play-by-play, analyzing every shot, every scream, and hopefully every victory. What do you think? Did Alex make the right call donating her prize money and risking her physical condition right before the season opener? Can she take down the legendary Venus Williams? Let me know in the comments below. I want to hear your theories. Drop a Team Alex if you're rooting for the Filipino star, or a Legend Venus if you think the Queen still reigns supreme. And hey, if you love this update and want to stay ahead of the curve on the most dramatic tennis news on the planet, do me a favor. Smash that like button until it breaks, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a breaking story. This is Champions Tennisitics, where champions are made and legends are born. We'll see you on the court. Peace out.